I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Who else is on the call?
Wendy's here. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Kelly.
Trying to figure out a good spot where we can put this down. How are you, Lisa, Wendy, Sloan? Is Crystal on yet?
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm in a weird view. Let's see if I can.
Oh, because you're on the phone. You can't see everybody. That's why.
Yeah. Okay. That's all right.
So why don't we start off with everyone kind of sharing what is coming up for them and like what is your biggest block right now? And then we can kind of speak into it. And I'm going to write it down.
Okay.
Who wants to start?
I don't mind starting. So
Jump in, Lisa.
I've had two of my girlfriends sign up, which I'm really excited for. One of them's already signed up for PACE without even having come to the zone yet. But my challenge this week has been, or last week, sorry, I met with maybe about 5 different people, like in person, to talk about it. And I noticed after I closed the first 2, I started feeling sales. So notice that I think I started innovating the system a little bit because, we've all talked about doing iSolves for the zone event. And then I started changing it around. And I think it was, anyways, you guys give me your feedback. I tried to go for an angle of inviting pursuit. So I started talking about, we'd go for dinner and I'd be like, oh my God, I've had so much success with my business coach. This is what's going on. I'm so enthusiastic about it. And I got them to start asking me questions like, oh, who are you working with? What are you guys doing? But when it came to closing it, I wasn't all there. I think I got in my head and I made it about me feeling salesy as opposed to trying to do something to help them. So I think that's where I was stumbling last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the conversation became more about you than about them, right?
Yeah.
It was all about you and like your shit came up while you were talking to them. Yeah.
Totally. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the call that Julie posted in the group, in the PACE Club group for the 1% today. And I was listening to them and I was like, that came up for me. I made it about me and not them.
Mm-hmm. Was that the one when Jennifer did she did a role play of how she enrolls people?
With Julie. Yeah.
So
I haven't gotten through
15 minute calls.
Yeah. I don't know how she does in 15 minutes. That's damn impressive.
Insane.
Yeah.
She straight up iSolves.
Yeah.
It just stays on it.
And I think that's my learning. I think this week I might stick with tried, tested, and true rather than trying to come up with my own way.
Yeah.
Innovating the plan.
Yeah, totally.
I'll share some feedback with you guys that I got from Shanda on a video I had done for her. So, and some of you guys are probably similar to me. I know Crystal is in energy and Lisa and Sloan. One of the things I know that I'm not lacking in is enthusiasm and energy. Sometimes my enthusiasm and my energy actually takes away from like the meat of my enrollment conversation. So like you were saying, that is another way of it becoming more about me is I get really excited.
Yeah.
And people don't buy my excitement. Do you know what I mean? So really like talking about, one of the things that we're going to create is a list of the different, the people who have had really great success who came to a zone event. So you can have examples, right? Oh, my friend Julie, blank, blank, blank. My friend so-and-so, blank, blank, blank. So you have your own story.
Yeah.
Right? You have your own story, and then you have people who are in PACE Club right now. So you guys that are in PACE Club, what are some of the things that you're seeing happening in PACE Club that is just blowing your mind?
Doubled my revenue in Q2. That was a mind blower. Just the way I think.
Momentum. Yeah.
Well, and what about some of the other people in PACE Club that you're watching?
I was impressed with DG getting a client for 6 months at $2,500 a month. Like, I shared that with my husband. My husband's like, fuck yeah, I want that. Like, and I don't know what DG was saying last week either. At the end, he's like, yeah, it's $2,500 plus like 8% and 7%. I don't even know what he was saying, but he basically locked a really solid, good deal.
He is solid in general. totally at his process.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I will think about your question, Kelly. One thing I was thinking about today, because I knew Devaney before. I worked with Devaney, been in a group with Amy before, but I really didn't know anything about the hardcore community, and I hadn't been to the zone before. But Amy was doing her Amy thing last year, and she's like, it would really mean a lot if you came to this event. And I'm like, what's it really about? And she's like, we were just in passing, and she said, it'll benefit your business. It's a community of like minds. She's like, trust me. And you obviously can't like use the short form line with everyone, but I'm like, if people see you and they see you walking your talk and you just ask someone to trust you, I'm like, I'm going to use that on a couple people. Not that that will enroll them, but it enrolled me. I moved 3 international flights to make it to the zone.
Wow.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
That's awesome.
Okay, so that's very awesome. So where Crystal started it off with, like, where's everybody's blocks? And I don't want to like derail her focus.
Urgency then, I guess. People are like, oh, I'll wait and buy my ticket. But tickets are selling out and hotel rooms are selling out, so that's what I've been using, like with the 2 guys. And the one I think is enrolling this evening, and the other one I've got to follow up with. Hotel room price going up on the 1% call as well.
Great.
Is it out in the public somewhere? And I know Amy asked this question, but it wasn't answered. That tickets are $700.
I don't know.
700
I
slash.
heard that too.
Yeah.
I don't remember where I heard that, but I remembered her saying that. I thought Shanda said they were going up to $700 for the public.
Because that was the thing too. When I'm having a conversation, I'm like, I just want to make sure you get like your VIP price.
Mm-hmm.
Prices to the public are X amount of dollars. And then when they said that, I'm like, are they? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good question, and I don't know whether if she said they're gonna be for sale for $700 or if they're valued. I mean, they're valued at thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's a 3-day event for $190. I've never had. Have you had anyone like kind of balk at the price or anything
No.
like that yet? I haven't either.
No.
Actually, it's never come up in a conversation.
Price, no.
Let me help you
Actually,
with the
I had it
urgency
one
though.
time.
And I think I shared the text message with you guys in the Facebook group because I had a gal who was like, I'll buy my ticket on Sunday. And had Shanda not put the urgency on us to like enroll by 8:00 at night, I probably would have never done this. And I'm so glad she put that urgency there because I texted her and I said, what's your PayPal address? I'll send you the money and you can get your ticket right now. And I think that just conveys to them, she never asked me, are you in a contest or what's in it for you? Or why are you pushing me like this? She texted me back and she said, I checked one of my accounts and found the money. I just got my ticket.
So cool.
So don't fear urgency. Is there any fear about being urgent or pushy? Like urgency
No.
doesn't equal push, right?
No.
For me, there's a fear of pushy. It's not urgency, but there is a fear of pushy, even though, like, I mean, obviously, I fully believe in this community. I fully believe in what it's done for me. I fully believe in how we can support entrepreneurs. But there's some part of me that's felt like I'm trying to put this on you because I don't know. It seems like this week there's a lot of getting over myself that has to be done.
Right? That's just kind of it. It's a great opportunity for that.
Yeah, for me, the big thing that I'm running into is the time factor. So a lot of the people that I've been talking to, they have so much on their calendar and I'm speaking at this event and I'm doing this and how do I get it in between? Or it's between the Jewish holidays and they're from the East Coast. And, so, if the date were different and, so my usual problem is follow-up, but I feel like I've gotten over feeling pushy through follow-up. So I am following up more and more, which is good. And what I've received in return is like, thank you so much for reaching out. So I haven't gotten back like, oh, you're being so pushy, Wendy, and so I've kind of gotten over my fear of being pushy through follow-up. But my big thing is how do I get people who I know want to take their business to the next level, who are just totally slammed with all the other things that they're doing to, understand that this is a good step.
Get them to weigh the trade-off and the return. I don't know. I think that goes back to like demonstrating the value of whatever it is. Obviously, one of the rock stars can answer this better than I, but I always revert to the trade-off and the long-term benefit or result, or I try to.
Yeah.
Well, I think also the topic that she's talking about this year is, I mean, who doesn't want more leads, who doesn't want more leverage in their business, and who doesn't want to leave a legacy? Like, to me, it's a very like, well, you know, this is an amazing event for $200 and you're going to learn about X, Y, and Z. Like, why wouldn't you go? You're missing out on an opportunity if you don't go.
And that's what's so amazing is like the 4 people that I'm working on with my follow-up right now, they've all like, I've invited them all to Live with Shanda. They've been on, they've seen her, they've looked through the whole page, they've watched the videos. Every time I talk to them, they're like, yes, it's amazing, you know? And so I just kind of feel like you're there, just pull the trigger.
So here's the thing, Wendy, is I find asking more questions is always the best way, rather than telling them, hey, you know, you're going to get so much out of this and it's going to be worth it. Like, they, even as much as they trust you, they still aren't sure about that, because they don't know what they're going to. They really don't. I didn't know what the zone event was when I went to it. But the fact that she's talking about leverage, I would probably ask them, so what would it be like for you if your business was running in such a way that your time was leveraged so that you could, anytime you want, go to a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday event anywhere in the world, like a lot of the women and a lot of the people in that community. Shanda can run an event on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and know that all of her clients are coming. Isn't that amazing? Like,
That's
nobody's
really
going,
cool.
oh, I work those days.
Yeah.
I can't get off work. So leverage,
and
that
honestly,
might be the key for your clients, is that
well,
leverage.
and one of the thing is that they already asked for the days off. I'm like, so I'm like, okay, so you've asked for your days off. Come on. Her name is Wendy too. I'm like, come on, Wendy. And she's bringing her husband. So her husband's signing up too. So she's bringing her husband. Like, it's so funny. She got a new credit card for Southwest where you can fly free with a companion for 1.5 years for this. I'm like, you are there.
Yeah. You know what you could do? You could just text her, or Facebook. Have you guys tried using Facebook Messenger video?
No.
I know
Do you know you can do that? I did that with all of my clients while I was on vacation. Leave her a Facebook video message and say, hey, why don't I'm going to call you right now. I know you're like short on time, and I'll just get your credit card number from you and I'll buy your tickets. And it's just, you won't need to do that.
Right.
She'll just text you back and go, I just got them.
Cool.
It's like that. It's like just getting them over the line. What do you think about that, Crystal?
I like that a lot. I know you've shared it with me, and so I started doing text messages. Gosh, that's a lot of messages. Voice text messages, and that seemed to be really cool too. Like, my friends were like, oh my God, so good to hear your voice. And then it was planning a time to talk. Like, hey, I have this thing I want to share with you. But I like the video even more. So I'm going to try that this week.
Video and voice. I didn't know you could do it directly from Messenger. I was just creating videos and popping them up, but same difference. As inspired by Kelly.
It's super easy. It's super easy and kind of fun to do, because then they figure out how to do it back, and then you do these little videos back and forth and create engagement. Have you guys created a group me for all of your people that you're bringing?
No,
but that's a great idea.
Use the app, because you guys have used it in ALA, right?
Yeah.
I don't know about ALA. I'm not in ALA, so I don't. Is GroupMe just a separate app?
Yeah. So it's what I'm using to make sure my clients feel like they're VIPs, because I'm telling them you're coming as my VIP guest. Okay. So we have a GroupMe. It's an app on your phone, and everyone has to have it. Hi there.
She's so cute.
All here.
And so what's cool is by them coming as your VIP guest, they get this community of people who are going, that they have all of this time now to connect with and get to know. So like over the weekend, I had everyone go in and introduce themselves and share what they do. And I already had one person refer a client to them.
Wow.
In the GroupMe. Like, the zone hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
Brilliant. 100%. Great idea.
Yeah, so you can share that. Just say, I'm creating a community of people who are coming together, and we're going to start connecting now.
I like that.
And I mean, I think the joint venture, the JV opportunities, I think is also a really important piece to convey to them that, I mean, when will you ever again be able to put yourself in a room with, what do you guys think there's going to be, 500 people?
I thought last year was 600, so I'd imagine this year would be bigger, more like, I kept telling people like 700-800 people.
Could be. I mean, we could break 1,000 considering how, you know, how this contest is running too. I mean, besides the fact that they're marketing like crazy out there for the event, but you know, how often do you get the opportunity to sit in a room with that many entrepreneurs in this very similar businesses that you know, those become your joint venture partners forever.
That's a great selling point or enrollment point.
Yeah. So one thing I have to say to you guys, though, for all of you, like, you guys are showing up so pro. Like, when I was in Pace Club, I think I was the only one who played. I mean, you guys have no idea, like, how far ahead you are. Your whole Pace Club, you know, is pretty great, but you guys especially, you know, you're really standing out, and you're really standing out to Shanda. All of you are.
Thanks. I'm just having so much fun. Like, this whole process. I mean, I haven't sold anything yet, but I don't care, because the difference it's made in my life, not just professionally but personally, is just, it's insane. And I always knew. I mean, I've always done that which I'm passionate about, but just doing it differently in this way, it's just so powerful. And you know, even my husband was saying the other day, he's like, "You've changed a lot." I'm like, I hope that it's all good. I hope I'm not driving you crazy. But yeah, I'm loving it. I know in my heart of hearts that I'm going to reach so many people and help so many people and change the world. Like, I know it. And yeah, so I'm all in.
Mm-hmm. And it shows.
I love
it. Shows. It's awesome. Crystal, who else is on the call? Who else has a block?
Who else has? Oh, that was everyone. Lisa, Wendy, and Sloan.
Okay. So we can tell that our group is reflecting back to us what everyone else that we're talking to is reflecting back. People have time issues. That's why they're not on the call, probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's something to know. Did you guys know that Shanda created an incentive for this week? There's another contest.
Yeah, getting on our 6 a.m. coffee. Awesome.
Coffee with Shanda. Do you know the level of visibility she's offering? Yeah. So anybody can win it. I mean, Christy Miller, what did she do? 13 people in 2 days or something crazy like that?
Yeah. Game on.
I love it.
Yeah. So let's talk about a strategy to just make sure we're making enough calls, right? Because it's kind of a numbers game, right?
Yeah,
it is.
What was suggested today on on the coach's call was that everyone just make 3 phone calls a day.
Okay.
That'll also create consistency in our own businesses, because if you know, I think about it this way too. If I can make 3 calls to invite people to bring a friend, I could probably also make 3 calls to enroll clients into my program.
Exactly.
So the truth is, we're just not making enough offers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it may not, you know, we talk about blocks, but I wonder if the block is really more the resistance to reaching out, more so than anything else that's happening in the conversation. What, Sloan?
That I was making my list before we started. Getting more pumped up. It's like car contest, done. Caught up on Jessie workouts, done. This gets to be fun now.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, 3 a day for consistency. We can do that.
Yeah, so we want to be the team that showed up consistently throughout, because there you'll see. I mean, we're not competing against each other, but we definitely, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? And I think we all sort of agree that we tend to be really great starters and then strong finishers, but it's in that middle of that dip in the middle. Mm-hmm. Where if we all commit to making 3 phone calls a day and like let go of let go of any like, oh my God, I didn't close that person, or oh my God, I didn't get a yes from that person. It's like, just keep moving on. Do you guys feel like that's possible to just keep moving on and then just go back and follow up and like take the emotions out of it?
Yep.
Totally.
Like experts, do not get attached emotionally to the response.
Yeah. Some of the people that I've been really attached to wanting to come, I have spent more time chasing them. And then I'll turn around and go, oh, that person might like to come. And I invite them and they're like, sure, where's the link? And I'm like,
That's
I can't
awesome.
believe I just spent like 4 days chasing that one person. And there's someone over here who's just waiting to be invited.
Okay.
Has anyone else done that?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
So we all have our 20 goal, 20 plus, and we all have our consistency goal. Is there like another overarching goal that the Roaring 20s is going for that I may have missed on one of the calls?
Well, we've never set a declaration or anything as a group. That's something we can do if we want.
Like what might be motivating, again, like everyone is working towards their number, but maybe if we had like a tally of how many the Roaring 20s have hit and how many we want to hit collectively, even though we're trying to hit individual numbers too, maybe the collective will like create some momentum for people.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's a great idea, and it brings me to a question to you guys. Why do you think there's only a couple people on the call?
They're maybe not understanding the value of the call.
Well, if this is the third call, I didn't even know about the first one. And then I was on vacation out of cell range for the second. So I'm sorry that this is the first one that I'm showing up at. But I think everyone should know about the call by now.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think it would be more valuable too if we did some role playing in our calls?
Sure.
Always. Yeah.
Okay. So basically we're just going to be practicing iSolve, right?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, yeah.
What do you think, Crystal?
Yeah. I think also it's maybe they're just not enrolled in fully playing, like we were just kind of talking about before. It's like the incentive of being on a Facebook Live, I was telling Kelly before this call, is more enticing to me than winning $1,000.
Oh God, yeah.
And it sounds crazy. Like $1,000 would be amazing right now, but to be on the Facebook Live fires me up more than the cash. So, I mean, maybe it's just not everyone having a strong enough why of, you know, what is the benefit of being on the call and what is the why for actually working to get as many people as possible this week.
What I've heard as well, just for random chatter is, and I had this initially too, it's like bring a friend is one more thing. And it's not. You need to see the value in it, again, in the grand scheme of things, but I think that's a message that is repeating in a lot of people's minds. So they're not really seeing how this is benefiting them, because of course, like, they need to see the benefit if they're going to participate. I mean, motivated.
Yeah, they have to see what's in it for me.
Yeah.
And that's really like why Shanda creates these incentives, is because as a community, we're not quite there with our generosity yet. So she has to give us things that trigger that selfish why, which I think is great. And you're right. And I think people just, it's almost like you don't believe it until you experience it. Like, I didn't believe it either. I didn't believe that bringing a friend was going to allow me to sell 6 VIP days.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't been selling anything. I was just in kind of a slump, right? So it was the bring a friend that triggered me to get back into enrollment.
See, maybe that is exactly what needs to be communicated, the tangible, as a result of showing up and doing BAF.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Sloan.
No, go ahead, Wendy.
Yeah, the other thing that I was going to say too, and it became even clearer after yesterday's iSolve practice, is that it's easier to sell someone else than it is to sell yourself at times. And then, so much like yesterday, yes, like I was practicing my own and we were all practicing our own, but we were kind of doing it in a fake, safe environment. And I think we all pushed ourselves beyond what we would normally do on a call, but found that it was effective. And it was like, oh, okay, I can do this. And then we got feedback and it was great. And for me, what's happening is that when I get that first objection for the BAF, I go through it much better for the BAF than I do for my own iSolves. But every time I practice that, it just gets better and better. And so.
Yeah, definitely.
You were awesome yesterday, by the way. I was glad to role play with you.
So good. Oh my God. So confident, Wendy. You're amazing.
Oh, so are you, Lisa. I almost gave you my credit card number right there.
I should with the excellent. What's your credit card number?
No, you were great. I actually talked to my husband about you.
Oh, did you?
Suggestions to get more people who are already in the Roaring 20s active and on the next call. Could you guys reach out to everybody by Facebook Messenger?
Yeah.
That would be really great.
People are missing out on.
Sloan, you made a really, really good point. Like, we don't have, Crystal, does this sound familiar? We don't have like a bigger why as a group.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like we need even just like 3 core words that like fire us up or something, like why we're here. I don't know.
Yeah. We need a culture for our group.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So in one of my mastermind group is vision, focus, and accountability. So those are the 3 words, like you said. So maybe we could go into the group and actually ask people. I think everyone needs to just become invested.
Exactly.
In what we're doing here.
Exactly.
The other thing is we should have a Roaring 20s incentive. So when we're all in Palm Springs and we've all hit our numbers and all of our friends are there, what are we going to do to celebrate?
Good point.
So I'm getting a VRBO. I think a couple of people are, right? I think Kelly's getting one.
Maybe we'll end up getting one, Lisa.
Do you have 2 girlfriends who are like, where are we going to room? Like with each other. I'm with Sloan.
I know. That's what everyone said. They're like, can we stay with you? I'm like, I can find you someone, but I'm like, buy your damn ticket. Spoken for.
So I would love to have a Roaring 20s party one night.
Yay.
So I'll have a Roaring 20s party, and then we got to hit our numbers so we can have a really nice party.
That's very
cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's incentive. Totally.
I just feel like
I
one
found
of
a great little house that's got like I don't know, sleeps like 15 or 16 people, something like that. But I don't know. I'm going to find something really, really close to the hotel so we're not like off doing our own things. We want to stay really connected to why we're there, right?
Yep. Well, I think fun is incentive. We'll contact the people in the group. We'll pull for some anchor words or some motivational words, inspirational words. Dennis and I were plotting a Facebook Live. I originally just wanted to bring him onto my page to talk about what he does because I'm a maker too. And then I'm like, let's turn this into zone-worthy material. So we'll invite people to that too, and then everyone can drop their links.
Yeah, and by the way, this came up on the coaches call today. If you want Shanda to come and do a Facebook Live with you on your Facebook page, she will do that.
Cool.
Yeah, she'll do a Facebook Live with you on your Facebook page and drive traffic to your Facebook page. So because you guys are in this group and because you're active and you're enrolling, reach out to Andrew Hartcore. You guys have Andrew's, you can Facebook message him?
Yeah.
How cool is that to have Shanda on your Facebook page?
Super cool.
Yeah, and driving traffic to it.
That's rad.
Yeah. And then you'll use your own Bitly link.
Yeah.
For people to buy zone tickets.
Cool. I like the current lead strategy of doing a video that she sent to her list. I think that's something I might try on Thursday. I mail twice a week and Tuesdays is always video, but I think on Thursday I might just do a really short one just saying, hey, do you want to grow your business? Hit reply.
Great.
What do you guys think of that and like a good way to actually employ that strategy? Because I loved how Jennifer did the video. I love that concept. I'm just curious if maybe because my list is new and warming up to me, should I just do some really quick short text and see if they reply to that rather than watch a video?
Crystal, what do you think?
I actually, well, based on the feedback that we got for the Porsche contest and the mastermind, like a 2-minute video and tell a story and like share your, like a small experience, like share in 2 minutes what your story is. Like when you started your business, what happened, here's where you are right now. And if you're curious to, learn more or grow your business, like make a sales pitch at the end. But do it in 2 minutes, right? Because people don't have 15 minutes to sit there and watch an email. They want like 2 minutes is kind of the magical number. Yeah, go Sloan.
Additionally, I was thinking today, like I was brainstorming, I'm like, how about a video with a hook and then the call to action is get on the phone? Well, I guess it's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But creating some mystique, but also demonstrating results.
Because it could be actually like an ISO for your business and for the zone event if you get them on the phone. It could be an or, which is really cool. Okay. So I like that.
Yep.
Yeah. How awesome would it be to hire your business coach and then have your business coach invite you to go to an event with them as their guest?
Yeah, that's cool.
I've been inviting my clients. I'm hoping some of them come.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
I was saying that I've invited some of my clients. I'm hoping that they can make it, especially because I have clients who are based in California, so it should be very, very easy for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay, so what do you guys need for support from us? So 3 calls a day. Okay, so how can Crystal and I and Lisa, so I didn't mention this on the call, I'm going to now. Okay, Crystal, I haven't even talked to you about it. I went into the legacy coaching team, and I think the Roaring 20s needs one more leader and another strong presence who's actually in the Pace Club group. So I nominated Lisa to step up and be another team leader. So Lisa is also a team leader with Crystal and I. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. And that also takes some of the time, out of the whole like time conversation. There's 3 of us now. And Lisa, you're very connected in Pace Club. So it'll be great I think it's great for Pace Club to see a Pace Clubber step into a leadership position.
For sure.
I'm totally
Never happened before.
Thank you for nominating me.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you guys show up as leaders. And I was talking to Lisa about this. Shannon and I were voxering a little bit over the weekend. I don't know if people recognize that just by stepping into Roaring 20s, they're now in front of their coach, Janda, and she's watching how everybody plays. Crystal, do you want to talk about that? How Shanda rolls? And
well, yeah, she wants to see how you guys are showing up and then how she can coach you through that. So, how you're showing up now is how you show up in your business. So she wants to see what's going on, and then at the end or, at later time, she can share with you, like, how can you improve from that situation, Like you said, Kelly, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And we keep seeing, Kelly and I keep talking about it, we keep seeing it over and over, how we are consistently strong starters, strong finishers. So I take it as like a huge honor that, 1, to be seen, and then 2, to be like, how do I say it? It's like, I want to do whatever I can to have Shanda coach me. So whatever, even if it means getting uncomfortable, to have the opportunity to be coached, like standing in front of the room or being in this group and setting high goals to then maybe potentially fail, but to be seen. I think it's really important. Yeah.
I agree with
that.
that.
You can't fail at Bring a Friend. You just can't fail at this.
True. Yeah.
It's like Bree says, you can't fail at giving.
Exactly.
Awesome.
I think this has been an effective call and motivating.
Good. Yeah, these calls do have to be valuable, right? So we have to have a focus, and we have to get some stuff done while we're on these calls. Otherwise, if they're not valuable, then nobody will want to show up for them, obviously. So we'll talk about that more too. Lisa and Crystal and we should create a little Facebook message thread or a text thread.
I'll make a group me. It's so easy.
Okay.
I will install it on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then
Awesome.
we'll put together the motivational words and what was the other thing?
Well, we want to ask everybody
Yeah.
in the group to share, right? We
Yeah.
want everyone to and remember when you guys already know this, but whenever you post anything, you're tagging everybody, right?
Right.
Because otherwise, really cool stuff
missed.
just doesn't get seen.
Yeah.
People roughly do we have in our group?
That's what I was going to ask.
It says 21 people, but here's the thing. We have, like, Amy's just in here. Amy, Devora, Jean,
Waters that we appreciate.
Jennifer. So 21 minus 4, 17 people
Okay.
that are in our group.
Okay. Yeah, and you don't have to tag all the coaches, but tag everybody else for sure. So
Yeah.
they see stuff. And I'll create a video and talk about I have an awesome zone story. I'm going to make a video and tell you guys about it. It's not even my first zone event. It's the second zone event. Totally transformed my business. And it was one of the guest speakers that showed up.
Mm.
So I will tell that story because you just don't know what you're going to get until you're in the room,
Yeah.
And that might be one of the things that people are getting a little stuck on is they're like, well, I don't know what to promise people. Like, I don't know what that means to create legacy and, you know what I mean? Like, we feel like we have to give people some kind of a guarantee of what they're going to get. And the truth is you just don't know what they're going to get, but you know it's going to be something awesome.
Yeah. The experience.
Well, I think you said, like, for a business event at 197, like, that's not, like, I don't know any other place that you can get for 197 what you're going to get out of it. Like, no other workshop. So
Yeah. And that's only if you get the money objection, like I was sharing, I haven't even had the money objection. So, and I think it's because I build so much value that people aren't even curious. They don't even ask what it costs.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. I've got to go, you guys, but I will create that video.
Awesome, guys.
And,
Have an amazing week.
Yeah. So I'm excited. 3 phone calls a day. Bring a friend.
3 phone calls a day. I'm into it.
Got it.
Video.
Okay. Awesome, you guys.
All right.
Bye,
Thanks
guys.
so much.
Talk to you later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.